Hello everybody, welcome back to my part 2 of Valhalla Realms, which is a 7.1.5 now updated Legion private server, which is Blizz-like, and the 7.1.5 sorry, is now linked up to retail. The thing I forgot to show you, which I thought was really cool, and I left out in the first part, was that they did introduce a midnight oil section on the forum, which has a lot of cool stuff, which shows the PvE content which is being developed and the status of that, as I've only got like a few zones in Legion working, Blizz-like. Plus, as you can see, there's a Wrath of the Lich King realm which they're going to be releasing. It's not out now, but it is out later on this year. I believe it's a progressive, so they'll start from patch 3.0 up to 3.3, which it will stay at. But yeah, I'm hopefully going to be able to review that as well, as that's coming up soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Hopping straight on into Northshire Valley on a human, I had used a shop which you can see in the first video, and I'd used the shop to buy heirlooms, which I've now equipped onto my new hunter. So I'll be showing you a little bit from the human starting area, as you can see, and then we'll see what happens from there. As you can see, the shop, I have the shop open. So this is something I thought was interesting. You can see the guards fighting the different mobs, and even the guy shouts and gives you a buff. And this is something I really wanted to show you. It's the it's saving the soldiers. So on other servers, which I'm not gonna mention, they have it so that you pick them up, you get the credit, and then nothing happens. But here on Valhalla, they decide to jump up, say something to you, then they run off as they are supposed to in Legion. And this is the best part for me, for the intro, is you can see the different fires in the vineyard quest. Those ones actually burn. It's a little buggy as when I was doing it, but I've done it before and it was fine. But for some reason this time it was weird, but they work perfectly fine. I wasn't going to record much for this, just this little bit, but with Westfall, you get all the quests at once, and the first one's bugged. Most of the zones outside of the starting areas are bugged, which is why they give you the 5 times XP and the heirlooms early on. After I had done all that, I decided to just skip all the other content, as you can check that out on the forum, and maybe I will go back if you guys want me to. But I decided, because I have a level 107, I'd go back and do the Wrath of the Warlords or Draenor stuff. So this is just the intro for it. This is just gonna be just the Dark Portal quest line. Jumping right into the Dark Portal quest chain at the start of Warlords, you get the quest to go get a letter kind of thing from one of the orcs, which I do with ease because I'm level 107. So then this is just me going through the quests. So what I forgot to record there was that the dwarfs actually say something and then they blow up the door, which you can see it was flying away, and then you break that and he talks, and that's the same for the second side, as you're about to see. With this, I think that the Dark Portal quest chain is done amazingly. It's done perfectly, and just a lot of the other stuff, the actual open world stuff, I mean, WoW is an open world game, but all of the Warlord content is not working properly or as Blizz-like as they intend it to be. But this part is working perfectly, so yeah, that's why there is a lot of emphasis on the 5 times XP boost, because then you'll level faster and through the broken content, so you can go and focus on the working content. So as you can see, everything works perfectly with the character intro with Gul'dan. So then I go on to break his bonds, which has these wandering spirits around, which I don't actually have to fight because they don't come down because they're all flying above me, which I thought was weird because when I was doing it on retail, they would come down and they would fight me and they would just try and get in the way. But as you can see, Gordon keeps talking every time you break one of his bonds. So now I fly back up and I break his last one, and then he jumps down and there's a cutscene when he talks about my army, and then he disappears and says he'll see me again, which means then I will have to run back up the stairs and talk to Khadgar, is it? I am terrible with names. So that little part of the thing before you take down the portal works fine. I jump over to the actual run itself, which was done well, as in you can see all of the NPCs, the main NPCs run. You can run with them, and when they clear out the hut, which was done perfectly, as I said. I'm sorry if I keep repeating myself, but this entire section was done perfectly. I don't think I could have actually picked up any kind of difference between this and retail, apart from, as you can see, the NPCs are stood there before they're actually there on yours. So there's a difference with phasing. So as they run past me again, I run over and I start burning down the houses, and you can see there's even got the symbol which I used to burn down the houses and to start. And then I start taking out the NPCs. And I found that funny. It's like the content on this server is so well done that it's a crime that not many people play here. I know that a lot of the stuff, as you can see, the cages, not much of the stuff is working on in later expansions, which is a crime, because what they can do is pretty amazing. But they wanna focus on Legion content first, which is what I can agree with, as it's a Legion private server. But I just thought I'd go back to Warlords of Draenor so that you guys can take a look at what the server was like before they updated to Legion. I think the server started off as a Mists of Pandaria realm, and they just swapped to Warlords and now Legion. As you can see, all the quest stuff works fine. As you can see, there's more running and there's more scripting going on. Then you destroy this bull, and then there's another cutscene introducing another main villain. And I played this entire thing on Valhalla itself a while ago, and that worked completely fine then. So I doubt anything they've done for Legion has broken this script. So everything should be okay. As you can see, Evil stands there, and then he does his thing. He jumps over, and then you go to Khadgar. So this entire part, I'm not going to show you much of this stuff. This is just a little intro, and then you guys can go on the forum or play it yourselves. But yeah, that worked fine. Khadgar takes down the bridge, then walks away, and I thought that the Warlord stuff was really interesting. Not much went wrong, but not much went right either. It's kind of a 50-50 zone. I'm not sure how much they've done since releasing Legion though, so you can't quote me on whatever I say about that. We will find a way through. Transitioning into Legion content, which I presume is what everyone came to this video for. Legion on this server is a bit spotty. Like, they have, I think, only 2 zones of everything working. Well, I say working in quotation marks. As you can see, I'm doing an evacuation quest, which is to get rid of the villagers. So, because someone's come in, and that's working completely fine. I'm getting the quest credits. I'm not sure if the NPCs are supposed to despawn though. So, yeah. And then I go back over and talk to this person to hand in the quest. Then we transition to what happens after when you actually hand in the quest itself. They come and change the town. So it destroys a lot of the town itself, and then you have to clean it up. There's just breaking the fist to save someone, which is another scripted touch. And then a few quests later, after defeating some of the mobs, you follow this guy, and then there's this little scripted talk.
Come down here and face justice for those you have betrayed.
And then these guys get killed, and you're just put into a fist.
King, this one still lives.
And then there's a scripted talking as well. And that's done. So basically, Legion content is what is in progress, but a lot does work in High Mountain at least. So that's it for this video. As you can see, it's I did a little bit. Tell me if you want a part 3 maybe, in which I go into more detail about the later expansions, but that's going to take a while, longer than this one did actually. So basically, I hope you enjoyed the video. Peace out. Wow.